Hi everyone, it's Jesse here with Praise, and I have a special guest with me today for this quick video. I have Mike Rowan from Hive Hatch, and Hive Hatch is a fund, a venture capital fund, and I'm very, very lucky because Mike and his team have decided to invest in Praise, and so we're trying to introduce folks to the team around this project. Most of the folks are just as impressive, if not more impressive, than me and my life and a lot of the things that I've done. And so I'm just blessed to have all these people with me. And I want everybody to know, who's associated with this and how they came into the fold. So yeah, maybe Mike, you could give us just like a quick, what is Hive Hatch, and then we can talk about how we got involved.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for the compliments you just gave me there.
Sure, man.
It's funny because I surround myself with all people that are so much better than me too, right?
It's the magic. Once you realize that, it's like,
Right.
okay, cool, we're all in this together. Let me just find
We're-
people really good at stuff. So
yeah, we're all in this together. So no, I appreciate you letting us be part of it. Honestly, it's been great so far. And just like when we invest in anything, there's new things we always have to learn. And there was some areas that I had to understand a little bit more about this particular space, right? I understand the underlying infrastructure really well, and it was great to connect with you to give and share for you to give and share some of the light on the progression and where this is going to be going. And I'll tell you what, my eyes have opened up quite a bit, even just since our early conversation. So love following all the things that are happening now. So Hive Hatch is a new fund created just this year, 2021. We have two partners, part of Hive Hatch, myself and Isaac Saldana, who has been a working partner of mine for the better part of 12 years or so now. But the thing that we both did together, Isaac was the original founder of SendGrid. We had an IPO at SendGrid, which was great, and
incredible.
the way all the IPOs go, right? I mean, well, most of them, it went up, which was great. It didn't go down. And then about a year later, we were acquired by Twilio. Twilio had already been public before SendGrid. And so the end value of that transaction was near $3 billion, which was great, right? And especially hey, you hear the dogs, which by the way, that happens
That's
nowadays
cool.
because
I got a baby in the back room too. So
yes, it is,
like
right? But it was a great thing, right? And so what we were allowed to do is really figure out, hey, next, what do we want to do? Like we focused in SendGrid on helping developers and helping entrepreneurs and helping first-time founders, multiple founders build their businesses from scratch, and scale. We did that through providing a service, email service, right? And then we said, okay, how can we continue to work with founders this early in their career? And the way we wanted to do that was by investing very early, right? And so what we did is we started a studio after SendGrid, a venture studio, and the focus is to invest in founders very early in their journey, like with you, Jesse, and you're right, and try to give them and help them with the learnings that helped us, but didn't help us. Meaning, they didn't help us scale a product, but they helped us learn what we needed to do to scale it. So,
sure, like what are the pitfalls? What are the
pitfalls, right? And I still just see those as learnings, right? That's how I think about those things. So the goal of Hive Hatch is to help founders and invest early, pre-seed, seed. We're raising a fund now to be able to do sort of follow-on and larger investments in priced rounds, and that's where we are. So getting in early, we know it's risky, but we also know that that's where we can provide the most value, and we have the best chance to help you and other founders in the best ways that we can throughout the development of the product.
I love it. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And again, I'm humbled to have you guys on the team, and I know you're making investments, and I'm happy to be on the list. So, for everybody watching this, it's, I think, really important to understand what Mike's talking about in his past, so you know what this means. Mike has done this. He's gone through. He's scaled things. He's gone through an IPO. He's invested in other companies. He sees lots of companies, and so if you're on the Start Engine and you're looking at investing, it's like, this is why I'm doing these videos, so people can see the other folks who are here to support and grow the organization together. And I treat it like a family in the early days, and I want to bring it back now to our story, because I was in the first class of Techstars, right? And then Isaac was in like 2009, I think.
2009, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was like the
I
third
mean, you
year.
are OG.
I'm OG. I'm the very
Yeah,
first
yeah,
class,
yeah,
2007.
yeah.
So
But Isaac's not as OG, although he's probably
oh,
going to watch this and be like, "What? What do you
yeah,
mean? I'm still
he's pretty
OG."
OG. So I knew Isaac 2009. So I
That's
mean,
right.
this is over 10 years ago. And then let's go fast forward to about 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Figured out that Techstars was doing Techstars Garage, which was a
Yeah.
program for alumni like me,
Yes. Yep.
founders that have done something. They say, "Look, let's work on something." And I was talking about praise back then, and I was like, "This is going to be big." And so you took a chance on me, brought me in there.
Yep. Yep.
We did a lot of work. This was 2 years ago. We did focus groups. We tested the market. We got feedback. We got marketing help. I had started building some of the early product stuff. So I mean, this is a guy. Mike, you were really there, like at
Yeah,
that
no, I
early
agree.
stage.
That was
So,
great time. I mean, the garage aspect was great. For people that are listening and may or may not know, Techstars, a very large world leader accelerator. There's no doubt about it, right? And obviously, fans of Techstars, SendGrid went through Techstars. We actively and talk to Techstars companies and work with founders and talk to them all the time. And the Techstars garage that Jesse you're talking about, basically we teamed up with David. So Isaac and I teamed up with David in 2018. David Cohen,
yeah, founder of Techstars.
founder and previous CEO of Techstars, and basically said, okay, how do we build a studio, for alumni of Techstars? And because we had studio and incubation and that sort of experience, we collaborated with David and other folks at Techstars, and really just worked on a plan to bring opportunities for alumni to re-engage and work with the network. And it was really amazing. We learned a ton of things there, like what's the best way to bring alumni back. Jesse, alumni coming back, right? We had this similar to a startup weekend, right?
It was
It was
great.
like
I
it
loved
was
it. It
it
was
was
like a week.
great. We
It was
had
like a
people
week
that have
long.
never done it before too.
Yeah, I liked it, and so I mean I was lucky to go through that 2 years ago, and now all this stuff has sort of swelled for the couple years here, and here we are. So I think that this went on a little longer than we normally do on these, but it's great because I can just hear your passion, and there's a lot to tell. There's a lot of story behind this.
Yeah, yeah,
So
no doubt.
I'm just grateful again to have you. Mike, for people listening, Mike and I are, talking, pretty frequently these days, and I've got folks in chats. And so, we have a little chat group where we talk to advisors and investors and partners.
Yeah.
So here you go, everybody. This is one of the amazing, remarkable minds that we have on this project. These are not just investors or just, people just throwing money in. These are strategic partners who have, not only put their money where their mouth is, but also bring that strategic element that I think is priceless. So once again, Mike, thanks for doing this,
No
and
problem.
I'm sure maybe we'll do this again sometime. But I hope it was informative for a lot of the people watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this. And I cannot wait. Hopefully you'll make it to the event that we're having here in LA shortly. If not, I'll see you sometime soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope I make it there too. So I'm excited about
Get
it.
that plane ticket, man.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot. And once again, this is Jesse from Praise. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.